In today's video, I want to give you guys an update on a PlayStation 5 exclusive that's going a little bit under the radar, but it looks really good. It's the next game from the studio Housemarque, a Finnish studio that I'm incredibly a big fan of, and I'm incredibly high on them as a studio. Unfortunately, they don't get a lot of the credit that they deserve. Nevertheless, with them now releasing this big budget game, I think they could put out something really special, and that game is Returnal, and we'll give you guys an update on that. Ride 4 is also coming to the PlayStation 5, and we have a release date for Cloudpunk. We'll get to that at the end of this video. First of all, it looks like the PlayStation 5 exclusive in Returnal is looking at a 2021 release window. Someone spotted on LinkedIn that a reference to the release on user researcher Laura Gilbert's resume, who worked at PlayStation until February 2019. That's quite a long time ago, so plans could have changed, but it also suggests that the project has been in production for some time. It's probably the lowest profile PS5 exclusive right now. And obviously, the global situation that everybody is dealing with can alter things quite a bit. However, at this point, 2021 does seem likely. I was expecting that this might end up being a launch game, since right now launch is looking pretty light with just Spider-Man Miles Morales confirmed. I would imagine you would want to get one or two more games. At the very least, you want to get one more in there. But Returnal being another launch title that doesn't drop on the day of the PlayStation 5's release, I think is rather interesting, but that opens up the door for other games potentially hitting launch, whether that be a Demon's Souls remake, whether that be a SOCOM, whether that be some other entirely different game that they have yet to announce. Check out this game, because this game echoes a lot of what Housemarque has done in the past. Yes, from a visual perspective, it looks entirely different. However, it's a third-person action title, but at the same time, they got that bullet hell mechanic going on that is so famous in Housemarque titles like a Super Stardust HD or a Resogun. And that absolutely shines here as well. So I think this is going to be one of those PS5 games that doesn't have a lot of buzz surrounding it as the release approaches, but I think when it releases, if it ends up being a quality game, it could spread a lot and a lot of people would end up checking it out then. I really hope this game turns out well, because Housemarque was a studio that I thought for a little bit was going to go awry. They were planning on working on a Battle Royale title, but now they've gone back and they're working on something that is very much akin to what I would expect them to work on. But this is also very much taking that next step while also retaining the fundamentals that Housemarque is known for, and hardcore fans like me who know their work and are big fans of them, they can appreciate this game, but this game is definitely targeting a wider audience than previous Housemarque titles. So let's see how this one turns out when it does release in 2021. Alright, moving on from that, Ride 4 is coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X on January 21st, 2021, due out first for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on October 8th. Milestone will release Ride 4 for PS5 and Series X on January 21st, following its October 8th release on current-gen platforms. Users who purchase the PS4 version of Ride 4 before April 30th, 2021 will be able to download the PS5 version and all purchased downloadable content at no additional cost, and users who purchase the Xbox One version of the game will have an automatic download of the Series X version at no additional cost via the Smart Delivery feature. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions of Ride 4 will support 60 frames per second gameplay with dynamic resolution of up to 4K, as well as online and offline races. That's super interesting. So 60 FPS, that's great, but it's not going to be a solid 4K. It's dynamic resolution up to 4K, so it's going to alter the resolution as you play the game to maintain that 60 FPS and the visual fidelity. The game notes it'll have up to 20 racers. Bikes are depicted with the highest quality for shaders and textures, and both bikes and environments have a never-seen-before level of detail. On PlayStation 5, loading times will be significantly reduced. I think we can all understand why. The console's solid-state drive, as well as feature faster streaming of textures and better immerse players into the game's environment during races. The game also utilizes the DualSense wireless controller gas and brake levers that have their own resistance to transmit the same sensations as the real-life counterparts, while haptic feedback lets players feel their vehicle's vibrations just like when they ride on the streets. Ride 4 digital pre-orders are available right now, and users who pre-ordered the standard edition on PS4 or Xbox One will receive a bonus pack with 2 bikes, 5 events, and 1 additional trophy or achievement, while the special edition pre-order bonus packs will include 4 bikes, 10 events, 2 additional trophies, and 3-day early access. Not a big fan of those release schemes, but hey, that seems to be a normality for a lot of game. Season passes, things of that nature is pretty regular, but if it's day of content, that's a little bit of a bummer. I'm not entirely sure if it's day of content or content that's supposed to come out later on. I'm pretty sure it's content that's supposed to come out later on. But you know what? The fact of the matter is they're offering free upgrades, and given that there are so many games like your favorite game in the world, NBA 2K21, that's going a little bit of a different route, I'm gonna give Ride 4 quite a bit of credit here because the game looks quite good, and so far, I am liking what I'm seeing, so let's see how that turns out. Lastly, I do want to note that Cloudpunk will launch both physically and digitally for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch on October 15th. Publisher Merge Games and developer On Lands have announced the game is a neon noir story in a rain-drenched cyberpunk metropolis, first launched on PC via Steam on April 23rd. The game wasn't received entirely positive, but it does have a very positive reception on Steam, 3,490 Steam user reviews, 88% positive, so on that end, it's very good. 73 on Metacritic. Really like the look of this game. The cyberpunk setting is obviously up my alley. And hey, it is getting a jump ahead of Cyberpunk 2077's release, so if you're excited for just getting into that Cyberpunk universe, hey, you can check out Cloudpunk, and the game does look pretty good. It is very much more of an adventure delivery-based game, so if you're expecting high-octane action gameplay, I don't know, maybe look at something like Returnal. This is going to be more of an atmospheric game where you do go to various different locations. It's a pretty cool title. Would recommend to keep that on your radar. It was $19.99 on PC, hopefully the same price point on PS4. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, at this point, it looks like Returnal is going to be a 2021 title. Ride 4 is coming to PS5 on January 21st of 2021, and Cloudpunk will be hitting the PS4 on October 15th. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.